All right, good morning. Welcome to the City of Wichita Public Safety Briefing. We are almost to the end of a week. It is Thursday, June the 25th. Appreciate everyone being here this morning on this Thursday. Media and also everybody with us on Facebook Live as well. A couple items we're going to talk about is an aggravated battery robbery investigation that occurred early this morning in the 900 block of West Central. And then also 4 arrests made yesterday in reference to an aggravated assault case that started in the area of Kellogg and Hoover. But before we get into that, we are getting close to the 4th of July and fireworks celebrations. So Wichita Fire Department Captain Jose Ocades is here. Talk a little bit about fireworks safety, is that right? Yes. All right, so he's gonna come up, talk a little bit about fireworks safety. So appreciate the fire department being here. I'll hand it over.
Thank you. Good morning, Captain Jose Ocades, Wichita Fire Department. The Wichita Fire Department would like to remind everyone to keep safety in mind during when using fireworks this next couple weeks. Starting this Saturday, June 27th through July 5th, fireworks will be on sale throughout the city of Wichita. All fireworks that are being sold have been tested and approved by the Wichita Fire Department. Same restrictions are as in the past. Nothing over 6 feet and nothing that describes flaming balls will be allowed within the city of Wichita. Shooting off fireworks will be allowed from 10 a.m. to midnight, June 27th through July 5th. WPD would like to remind everyone to be respectful and courteous, and show courtesy to your neighbors and neighborhoods. Wichita Fire Department and the Sedgwick County has a non-emergency line will be available 6 p.m. through 3 a.m. July 1st through the 5th. That number is 316-290-1011. The Wichita Fire Department and the Wichita Police Department have teamed up again to be enforcing our fire ordinance within the city of Wichita, July 3rd and 4th. We will have teams scattered throughout the city enforcing that code. Reminder to properly dispose your fireworks. Make sure that you have wet down your fireworks and also or place them in a bucket of water. Keep your fireworks on the side of your street, end of the driveway. Do not place used fireworks inside a trash can. We've had incidents in the past that we've had fires because of improper disposal. The Wichita Fire Department would like to remind everyone and to have Wichita Fire Department would like everyone to have a safe and wonderful 4th of July. And please, if you live in the city of Wichita, follow the city ordinance. And the patrol teams will not be visiting you at that time. You can gather more fireworks safety information on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Nextdoor social media sites, or you can even email Wichita Fire Department at the wichitafire@wichita.gov email. Thank you. Any questions?
With things like Red, White, and Boom canceled, big events, what are you worried about maybe with home fireworks and stuff like that?
I don't think we really have any concerns on the increase of fireworks. During the big shows that the city has hosted in the past also, I think the fireworks residents and citizens still purchase fireworks for their own use. So we don't think there's going to be that much more of an increase because there's no public shows. There are a handful of private shows throughout the city on the 3rd and the 4th of July. But as one big fireworks show as the city has hosted in the past, those have been canceled throughout the year.
And with the coronavirus, is there any other things you would like people to follow this year specifically, or is it kind of like it is every year?
With the CDC procedures or making sure that you follow your social distance, family members, friends, you're on your own residence, and just make sure that you're protecting yourself, and if you throughout your neighborhood and wear proper masks, but there won't be no enforcement. It's really just policing yourself and your family members on proper CDC request on proper social distancing and mask. Thank you.
Appreciate Captain Ocades and giving us some information on fireworks safety. We do, as Wichita Police Department, want everyone to celebrate, but celebrate safely and have a happy 4th of July coming up here in the next week, or a little over a week, I should say, I guess. All right, a couple items we're going to cover today. First one's an aggravated battery robbery investigation. Asking for the community's assistance on this. If they have any information, they can call us. Also, if they have any video or photos, we have a link that's in our website. That's in our news release that I'll put on Facebook, and it'll also be on the Wichita Police Department website. If you have any evidence that may help our investigators, you can upload it to that link as well. The Wichita Police Department is investigating an aggravated battery case that injured a 19-year-old male with non-life-threatening injuries. At approximately 12:50 this morning, officers responded to a shooting in a parking lot in the 900 block of West Central. When officers arrived, they located a 19-year-old male victim who had a gunshot wound to his body. They also, during the investigation, recovered multiple shell casings. This male was transported to an area hospital for medical treatment. The investigation revealed that the 19-year-old and a friend were at a north parking lot, and I say north of the Keeper of the Plains area in the 900 block of West Central. When a disturbance ensued with a male suspect, this male pulled out a handgun and fired multiple shots, which struck the victim and also a vehicle belonging to the victim's friend. It was then reported that the suspect took property from the victim and fled with some other individuals that were in that area as well. We do know from the information that we received, this was not a random incident. We're asking again for our community to assist us. If you have any information on this case, you know any information, saw anything, heard anything, please give us a call. Again, our detectives could be reached at 268-4407. You can call the See Something, Say Something hotline at 519-2282, or you can always call Crime Stoppers at 267-2111. At that number, you can remain anonymous, and if your tip leads to a reward, you could be eligible for, at least to an arrest, I should say, you could be eligible for a cash reward. Then also on the news release, there is a link here that you can upload any videos or photos of those to that link, and that will give direct access to the investigators to that evidence to help them as they continue to investigate this. Again, I'll put this news release on our Facebook and Twitter page, and then also our website so that you'll have access to that link.
Is this gang involved, or is the victim a gang member?
No, the victim, to my knowledge, no, is not. And that's something, obviously, our investigators would have to look into further to see if there was any type of motive that way. They're still working to determine all the circumstances of what did occur. But right now, we know there was some type of disturbance and then the shots were fired. So our investigators are still currently working on this case. And again, we're asking for our community to please give us a call, or if you have evidence, to upload it to this link that we have. Provide it to us as we continue to investigate.
And that's in that lot next to this keeper, right?
It was on the north side. Yeah, there's kind of the exploration place on the south side of the Keeper of Plains. This is the small parking lot on the north side is where it occurred, in about 900 block of West Central.
Is there any curfew issues with this, or is that area?
The one victim was 19, so he's an adult. As far as like the parking lot
It's
closing.
next to kind of the park there.
Yeah, I would have to double check to see if there's a closing time of the actual parking lot or how that works. But I know that about 12:50 in the morning is when this did occur. Any other questions on that case? All right, another case we're investigating and led to 4 arrests. Great job by the officers involved in this case in locating and arresting the suspects. The Wichita Police Department has arrested 20-year-old Neosha Allen, Neosha, last name Allen, on 2 counts of aggravated assault. Additionally arrested was 21-year-old Nicholas Aldridge for 2 counts of aggravated assault and aggravated robbery that was referenced a separate case. 24-year-old Michael, the spelling is M-I-C-A-H-E-L, Simrell, S-I-M-R-E-L-L, for 2 counts of aggravated assault, felon in possession of firearm, and an aggravated weapons violation. And then 37-year-old Samuel Camacho for aggravated assault and criminal possession of a firearm after a DV conviction. And 37-year-old Bruce Mabry, M-A-B-R-Y, for a Kansas Department of Corrections warrant. It was approximately 8 o'clock on Wednesday. Officers responded to a disturbance with weapons at Kellogg and Hoover. There, officers contacted a 36-year-old male and also a 32-year-old female who reported being shot at while traveling west on Kellogg in their pickup truck. They reported that the arrestees were in a silver Ford Escape and began following them. At one point, pulled up next to them and were pointing guns at them as well. After the 36-year-old and 32-year-old were shot at, they observed the suspect vehicle park at a business in the 5700 block of West Kellogg. Officers responded to that location and located Allen, Aldridge, and Mabry in a motel room. Camacho and a 20-year-old passenger were located also in the parking lot of that business. Simrell was located in a nearby parking lot and was arrested after a brief foot pursuit from officers. The victim's truck was struck once by gunfire, but fortunately the victims did not receive any injuries. This investigation is still ongoing. Our investigators are still working to determine the circumstances of everything that led to this incident, and the case will be presented to the Sedgwick County District Attorney's Office, case number 20C-038-38064.
8 PM?
Yes.
Was this random, or did the victims know the suspect?
That's something that, again, they're still working to try to determine all the circumstances of what occurred between the suspect vehicle and the victim's vehicle. That's something our investigators are working on today. So they're working to see if they knew each other or if there's anything else further in regards to what's been reported so far. Any other questions on this case or any other cases? Any questions?
Do we have any update on Savannah Schneider? Are we still waiting on that?
Yeah, we're still waiting. I don't have any updates on Savannah Schneider. I do know that our investigators were working that case, and the last I checked, they were still waiting on toxicology results. I will follow up with them today. As soon as we do get more information, I know I've had several inquiries about that case. As soon as we do get information to put out, I will promptly get that information out to the media and also the community so they're aware of our continued investigation on that case.
And just to dovetail on the July 4th, are the police doing anything different this year?
Yeah, I'd have to look exactly. I don't have the protocols exactly what we're doing right now in regards to July 4th. We obviously, as a police department, want everyone to celebrate safely. A good rule to follow is to shoot fireworks off where you buy them, things of that nature. So we will obviously be aware that it's 4th of July and be making sure that everybody stays safe during the 4th of July celebrations.
Does it concern you guys? Obviously, it's going to be the fact that the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, it's going to be a long weekend. You know, is it a concern for, it's going to be a long weekend for you guys?
Well, I mean, I think, we work every weekend, police are here 24/7 to help keep this community safe, and we're aware that it's the 4th of July weekend like any other weekend, and we're going to be diligent to make sure that everybody stays safe, and we want to encourage everyone to have a happy 4th of July, safe 4th of July, and celebrate with family and friends safely, and so we'll be working diligently to ensure that that happens. Anything else? Okay. Appreciate everyone being here on this Thursday. I hope you have a great day, and please stay safe. Thank you.